5 seconds. Speaking on the budget, an honorable member said, "Sir, I thank you for having given me an opportunity to speak on the budget, and I congratulate the Honorable Finance Minister for presenting a balanced budget this year without additional taxes. Sir, the Honorable Finance Minister has proposed the amendment of the Court Fees Act as revision of court fees. This has been pending for a long time, and I hope it will be possible to revise the rates of the court fees in the coming year. I hope, as a result of this long and vexatious litigation, will come down. As regards retrenchment, I find a cut has been made in the allotment for contingent expenditure of all departments, though the general instructions will be issued by the government for greater economies in all public offices when the revised budget is to be submitted. The heads of departments will come up for sanction of the full amounts under the head later with some explanation for excess expenditure over original budget allotment. With regard to the question of retrenchment of staff only in the civil supplies department, the staff has been reduced by about one half of what it was a year ago. Apart from this, we have been pressing that there must be some large scale retrenchment in all branches of the administration. I have been pointing out on the floor of this house how there are several departments in which there are extra posts. I hope it will be possible for the finance minister to effect suitable cut in establishment in all departments. Sir, on the question of finding funds for capital expenditure, one thing strikes me, and that is during the war period we had what was called the Provincial War Fund Lottery. I do not see why we should not revive such a scheme and have a state welfare fund lottery now. If the Honorable Finance Minister had not already considered the question, I am sure he will come across details of the schemes that were adopted during the war. I hope it will be possible to secure public support for a state welfare fund lottery, and we will be able to get some tangible amount to finance urgent capital schemes. It may also be considered whether we cannot make the crossword competition pay something towards the state funds. I think that some action has been taken in this respect in Bombay. It may be possible to introduce a tax on crossword competition in this state, and perhaps it will also go a long way in checking these competitions which seem to play a havoc in our society. Another matter to which I want to refer is that it would be very desirable if standing advisory committees are appointed to advise the ministers in the general administration of the different state departments. These committees would serve as a sort of liaison between the ministers on the one hand and the legislators and the public on the other. The standing advisory committees would be able to discuss several important questions concerning the policies and programs by government in the several departments. I would urge this matter also should engage the attention of the government. Then There is the Bharat Sevak Samaj recently inaugurated by the Prime Minister of India. I wish this organization is taken full advantage of and quasi government activities like Compost Week, Adult Education Week, etc. may be left to this body to organize and conduct successfully. As regards rural electricity schemes, I am glad that a new scheme has been formulated by which it will be possible for extension of electricity to the villages. The government should issue instructions to the subordinate officers to visit the villages for which electricity extension schemes are to be given and arrange for early execution of the works. Turning to education, I find that there is no provision made in the budget for building grants for secondary schools run by local bodies in several places with the help of local leaders. The educational authorities are addressing the local bodies to provide suitable buildings for the schools, and unless government help the local bodies with the usual grant, it will not be possible for the local bodies to improve the schools. I hope adequate funds will be given to the local bodies to further their building programs during the current year. Regarding agricultural loans, the general complaint is that loans are not sanctioned promptly, and so speedy arrangements should be made for the quick disbursement of loans of the agriculturists. I request the Honorable Minister to look into this problem. Dear sirs, please refer to our letter of 10th instant informing you about the new arrivals of textiles and asking you to place your orders at the earliest time possible for you to take the advantage, but unfortunately we have not received any reply so far from you. As brought out clearly in our last letter, we have reduced the prices of a number of items of textiles. It is possible that you will have doubts about the quality of our goods now offered to you, because the prices, when compared to those offered by other mills, are very low. In this connection, we would like to assure you that the quality of our goods will, under all circumstances, be as good as ever. The reason as to why we are able to dispose of our stocks at these rates is that a short time ago we have made purchase of a large quantity of textiles of many varieties on a most favorable terms, since there will be a heavy demand for textiles during this part of the year, and you are one of the large buyers of our goods. We thought we should offer to you these goods at the reduced rates. Accordingly, we sent our letter under reference along with the samples and the price lists. You will notice that the prices are much lower than those so far paid by you, but we assure you again that the quality of the goods now offered is equal to the best available in the market. We are quite sure you are now convinced about our statement, and you will be pleased to place your order immediately on receipt of this letter. We wish to inform you that this is the first time we are in a position to sell first class quality goods at these low prices. When our stocks are over, it is unlikely that we will repeat our offer. We await your reply, assuring you of our best services always. Yours faithfully.